Hello all. Today on Microsoft Azure, we will be going over how to utilize a fully functioning web template, set up and demo continuous development on the site, aligning an alias for the domain name, talking about scaling up and down and what that is, and also how to install and configure other apps from the marketplace. So, let's get started. First thing you're going to want to do is to log into your Microsoft Azure account and create a storage account. We have another video on that if you want to check it out. But for now, I'm just going to use the one that we have already created here. On the left, scroll down to Static Website and click on it. You can also search for it if necessary in the search bar at the top left. It will bring you to this screen and make sure you have Static Website enabled. Azure has made a storage container called $web for us to use for the website. Next, type in the primary and secondary endpoints. We are then going back over to the left to the Storage Explorer. Here we will see a blob containers click down arrow and find $web. This holds all the files from the endpoint we put in earlier.
Microsoft Azure has many functions, including web apps, and you can upload web templates and then develop continuous deployment for your website. So in order to do that, we are going to go over to the left side and click on Deployment Center. And here in our web app, we have already downloaded some files, but I'm just going to show you how we did this. So we're going to go over and click on our Dropbox that is synced with our Microsoft Azure account. Go ahead and click on Apps, and that's going to open up the files. Click on AZURETEAM9 Panda that we created, and as you can see, there's nothing in here yet. So we are going to go ahead and highlight all these files. That is just a free web template. Go back into AZURETEAM9 Panda and just go ahead and paste that in there. Now, since we made changes to this file, in order to let Azure know that we made these changes, we're going to go back into Microsoft Azure and click Sync. And it takes a little bit, but Azure and the Dropbox are just communicating with each other to recognize all the changes that were made. Now, if you wanted to do continuous deployment, you can go take any pictures or a different file and upload it into that same file that we were on under Apps, Azure, and Team9 Panda. And now you can see it as all synchronized and with our website.
Alright, so we're gonna go down to custom domain on the side here and click it. Once we click it, we're just gonna make sure that HTTPS is off because we don't have a license for that. Then we'll click add custom domain. I'll just type in TechPanda. We'll go TechPanda99, and then we need to make sure we add a .NET here. Hit validate. Hit validate again, and then I have my GoDaddy account for this open. So I'll just copy and paste that link down here so I can validate the CNAME. Then I'll go to my GoDaddy up here, hit add, select the CNAME, type in the host, which would be the TechPanda99, point it to that link I copied, save it, and then I'll go back through and revalidate it. Then it should work after everything gets caught up. Next, I'm going to talk about the difference between scaling up and scaling out. Scaling up and scaling out are focused on allowing your web app to be adaptive to your needs of being a business owner. They allow web app to adjust to your business needs as it grows and slows down. So for the question, we are going to enable auto scaling based on CPU percentage. So we'll add a rule and leave it as CPU percentage. And this is saying that if it's greater than 70% of busy by 10 minutes, then to increase the count by 1, but I'll change it to 15 minutes. And then we'll just hit add and it'll automatically do that.
Downloading a app from Microsoft Azure is pretty simple. You're going to go to your marketplace. You're going to find the web app. You're going to download it, create it, and then you're going to fill in some information. It's going to ask you your bot handle. It's going to ask you to type in other information to find your app easy to access. Then you're just going to type in this information, and then you're going to just select create. It's going to take some time to show up as it's uploading. But once it's uploaded, you should be able to find it in your apps or app services. And it's going to show you all the information of your app, overview, everything you need to know.